How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and today I'm back with another simple and easy Legend Lost Sector guide. In these, I try to use loadouts that are easily obtainable. If I use an item that isn't so easy to get, there is usually an equally good alternative. Another difference between these videos and my speedrun videos is that I offer live commentary, which has been requested on my channel by several viewers. Now, in this particular video, I'm going to show you a slower completion of the Legend Perdition Lost Sector with commentary. Then I'm going to show you how to speed it up if you want. I am going to be playing on a Titan today, but this method works just as well on a Hunter or Warlock. Before I get into it, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright, to start, I'm going to go over the loadout, which doesn't include any charged with light or Warmind Cell mods. First, for weapons, I went with the Nightwatch Kinetic Scout Rifle. This is just in case I need it for barrier champions, otherwise I would be choosing something like Witherhoard. This is just in case I need it for barrier champions, otherwise I would choose something like Witherhoard. This is available in the world loot pool, and a good roll is available from the new light quest. Then I have the 7th Seraph VY7 Arc SMG. This is basically for ad clearing. It's available in the world loot pool, and as an alternative you could use the Ikilos SMG. Then for my heavy, I have the Bequest Sword from the Deepstone Crypt raid. I'm using this because it does arc damage and will make quick work of the overload champions. If you don't have this, there is an arc sword in the world loot pool called Honor's Edge. Now, arc damage is boosted by 50% in this Legend Lost Sector, which benefits both my SMG and sword. For my subclass, I went with Stasis for two reasons: the Duskfield Grenade and the damage boost from Whisper of Hedrons. Then for armor mods, I have ammo mods for my sword, the anti-barrier scout and disrupting blade mods in my arms, 2 melee damage resistance in my chest, more sword ammo mods, then passive guard in my class item. Alright, that's it for my loadout, let's get into it. Alright, so the Legend Perdition Lost Sector is one of the best ones to farm. It's not quite as good as Velos Labyrinth, but once you've practiced it, it is pretty fast. So I am going to take it slow. This is one of my guides for people of any level, people who are just trying to get their first legend completion. So at this point, there's two ways you can approach this. You can either focus on the Harpies or go for that Hydra. I'm going to take out a couple of these starting Harpies here. I'm going to throw a Duskfield Grenade on the Hydra and approach it with my sword. I didn't quite take it out, but that's fine. We'll focus on these Harpies here. There is a Void Shielded Minotaur there. It shouldn't be too much of a problem with the sword. We'll let him approach. Take the last Harpy out. Once you push up here, more enemies will spawn, including an Overload Minotaur. There it is. An Overload Arc Sword should make quick work of it. And like I said, I'm taking it slow, but you can speed it up as much as you want. So at this point, I would just stick back here, otherwise you're going to end up spawning more enemies if you push too far forward. Let the Overload Minotaur come to you. If you did equip an anti-barrier weapon like I did, we can finish off this Hydra. Just like that. And now, before pushing forward, we can actually take out a barrier champion before anything else spawns. When you're ready, follow this path. I would do 3 light attacks at minimum and then a heavy attack. That should be enough to take it out. Now, there are going to be wyverns here that are going to be difficult to face. They could catch you off guard. I would use a Duskfield to freeze them if possible. If it's close enough, go ahead and use your sword. If you see the other one in the distance, just back off. If you happen to have your super up at this point in time, just go ahead and use it if you need to. It doesn't matter if you're on a warlock, hunter, or titan, this method should work on any class. And all of the supers should be viable in taking out the other wyvern if you need to. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and pop mine. Just make quick work of it. Try to go freeze that champion. Do that, and then I'm going to use my sword over here. 3 light and a heavy. But I do have a damage boost, so I probably didn't need that. It was a little bit overkill. That should be all of the enemies. The barrier goes down, and we can approach the boss. You can actually burn the boss. Just throw your dust field, start attacking it. When things are froze, you should get a damage boost. You can spam light attacks, do some light and a heavy, whatever you want. I'm going to back away and clear some of this so I don't die. If you don't feel comfortable skipping the enemies or burning the boss like that, you can of course stick back and take out these enemies first. Once you've cleared the enemies, you can go ahead and store the boss just like I did. So I am going to include a little bit more of a sped up run here at the end of the video just so you can see how you can speed it up if you want to. Alright, like I said, I'm going to do a little bit of a faster run using the same tactics I talked about, just with a little bit more speed. And you can of course speed things up if you have like war mine cells or things like that. I've showed builds like that in the past for this Lost Sector. Now, I'm not going to have my grenade for this boss, but I will use my super if I need to. Just like that, a little bit faster.